I raised a daughter for 15 years and then found out she wasn't mine. Hey everyone, today's story is not your usual one. A guy found out 15 years later that his daughter isn't biologically his. How he discovered it, what he felt, and what he did next, you're about to find out. Let's begin. My name is Alex, I'm 42 years old. My wife and I have been together for nearly 20 years, married for 17. We have a daughter, she's 15. I've worked all my life, tried to be a good father. Never cheated, never disappeared. We weren't perfect, but I always thought our family was real, with ups and downs, love, routine, but real. I went to every parent-teacher meeting, read her bedtime stories, held her hand when she had a tooth pulled, took time off work when she got sick. Every New Year's, we decorated the tree together, and every time she'd yell, "Dad, put the star on." And I always did. That was our thing. But recently, everything changed. I found out I'm not her biological father, not even a little bit. It's still hard to even write this. I don't know what to do. It feels like I've been burned from the inside. I look at her and all I feel is love. And then the thought hits. She's not mine. It's like a virus in my head I can't shut off. I don't know if I can talk to anyone about it in real life. I don't want to destroy her world. I don't want her to think she's not loved. Because I love her. I always have. But I was betrayed by the woman I shared everything with. And I don't know if something like that can be forgiven. I came here just to let it out. To ask, what would you do in my place? How do you keep living when your whole world turns out to be a lie? Pause the video and tell us in the comments, what would you do in his place? Now let's see what happened next. Update. 1/4 sec. Thanks to everyone who responded. Honestly, I didn't expect so many people to react. I read every comment and weirdly enough, it helped. Maybe just knowing I'm not alone in this. As promised, here's how I found out. It was by accident. We were doing some renovations and I was going through old boxes, tossing stuff out. I found one of my wife's old notebooks, the kind people used before smartphones. I opened it at random. At first I thought it was recipes, old memories, something harmless. But the page I landed on said this: if he ever finds out, I'll lose everything. I just hope he never goes through with the test. I didn't understand at first, but the thought stuck with me. A few days later, I gave in. I ordered a DNA test. Not openly, just made it seem like it was for some health program. When the results came in, I stared at the page for 10 minutes. Match. 0%. I ordered another one, then a third through a different company. Same results every time. I am not the father. It felt like I was dying. Not pain, just a total internal collapse. Like I stopped existing. Like everything I ever was fake. I didn't scream. I didn't yell. One night after my daughter went to a friend's house, I poured a drink, sat across from my wife and asked, "Tell me the truth." About what? When did you decide I didn't deserve to know? She was silent for a minute, then she cried. Said, "It was only once that we were on a break that you've always been her real dad." You know what? I didn't even feel angry, just like my heart was shriveling up into nothing. I slept on the couch. We didn't talk for 2 days. My daughter doesn't know, not yet, but I can't keep pretending everything's okay. I love her, but I don't know who I am anymore. A husband, a fool, a fake father. She asks, "Dad, want to watch a movie tonight?" I nod, sit next to her, and inside I want to scream. Final update, it's been 3 weeks since I found out, to be honest. These have been the hardest weeks of my life. Harder even than when my dad passed. Because death is honest. This is betrayal that keeps living with you, day after day. My wife and I don't live together anymore. I got my own apartment. Not to punish her, I just couldn't stay near her. Couldn't hear her voice, or all her excuses about how you're still her dad. Yeah, I was. But now every time I hear dad, something breaks inside me. I saw my daughter once, brought her a couple books and helped with her biology project. She hugged me goodbye and said, "Dad, are you coming back?" I didn't say anything. I don't know how to tell her. I don't know if she has the right to know. Maybe someday, or maybe I'll just carry this until I'm gone. I stopped paying for her college. Yeah, I know how that sounds. Cold, harsh, but you weren't in my shoes. I couldn't keep funding something that was built on lies. I didn't feel like a dad, I felt like an ATM. She knows we're not together anymore, but not why. A mutual friend told me she's been crying, saying it's her fault, that she doesn't understand anything. And me? I don't know what to feel. Sometimes I think I'm a monster, other times just a man who got broken. My wife's been texting, begging, saying the girl still sees me as her dad, that we can fix it, that family isn't just DNA. Maybe that's true, but not after living 15 years inside a lie. I don't know if I made the right call, don't know if I'll ever trust anyone again, but for now, this is where I am. Just tell me this, what would you do if you were me? Because honestly, I still don't know. Comments. He's not obligated to live in someone else's lie. Being a father is a choice, and he made his. The daughter will understand someday. The most important thing is not losing yourself. Brutal story. I honestly feel bad for all three of them. No one walks out of this innocent, and no one walks out without scars. He's a grown man acting like a hurt teenager. The girl didn't do anything wrong, and he just abandoned her. Being a parent isn't about DNA. This was cowardice, not strength. God, I cried reading this. I kept imagining myself as the daughter. She didn't lie. She didn't betray anyone. And now she's losing the one person she thought she could count on. For what? There's no right or wrong here. 15 years of trust, gone in one moment. He's not cruel, just broken. Sometimes people need to walk away so they don't break others too. Ending. The story ends here. No more updates from the author. Well, that was something. Honestly, it's a complicated one. On one hand, what the wife did is unforgivable. Yeah, I know people cheat, but I wouldn't be able to forgive this. On the other hand, the girl didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, I get that now she's a reminder of the betrayal. But come on, you raised her for 15 years. If she were a baby, no bond formed yet, maybe. But 15 years? Really? So yeah, leaving the wife? Totally understandable. But cutting off the daughter? I just can't get behind that. People raise adopted kids like their own, knowing they're not related. And here, you were her dad her entire life. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.